Graduates, it's now my distinct honor to introduce to you our commencement speaker, who will join you as a member of the class of 2016 later in our program when he receives an honorary doctorate for a lifetime of extraordinary service. Mr. John Benson comes to us from Frankenmuth Mutual Insurance Company here in Frankenmuth, Michigan, right here in the Great Lakes Bay region, where he serves as CEO and chairman of the board of directors. He began his career at Frankenmuth Insurance in 1996 as treasurer and chief financial officer and has moved up through the organization over the intervening years. He's a Navy veteran. Mr. Benson has a bachelor's degree in economics and business from the University of California at Los Angeles that he attained after serving in the Navy. So he's an adult learner like many of you in this room. He also holds a certified public accountant license and a special certification for the insurance industry. He is committed to giving back to the community, and Mr. Benson has offered his leadership and skills to several Frankenmuth not-for-profits and philanthropic groups, including the Economic Development Corporation, the Downtown Development Authority, and the Chamber of Commerce in Frankenmuth, along with the Rotary Club, as well as the 100 Club for all of Saginaw County. Under Mr. Benson's leadership, we have recently announced a special partnership with the Frankenmuth Mutual Insurance Company in which Northwood will begin offering insurance risk management courses to area high school students for college credit, a program that offers valuable business education experience for young high school students and addresses the need for insurance professionals in the future years. With foresight, expertise, and commitment, Mr. Benson models the behavior that epitomizes the Northwood idea. He's demonstrated that we can make a difference in the lives of others by working together creatively toward a common goal. So, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a warm Northwood welcome for Mr. John Benson.
Thank you, President Preddy, for that gracious introduction. Warm greetings to you eminent graduates, supportive families and friends, and Northwood officers, trustees, and past honorary degree recipients. Graduation from college at any age is a big deal. And you students give it special significance because of the way you went about it, about earning your degree. I really enjoyed the stories that Dr. Preddy shared about some of you, and I heard others at lunch, and I'm really impressed. Your path as an adult learner had its own set of challenges. Those long days, balancing work, family, homework, and classes were worth it because you did it. You followed your dream to do something, to be something more. Congratulations on this most significant achievement. I'm honored to be here to share some insights with you about my journey. I come to you as an equal, a colleague who's a little farther along in my career, someone who had the same hopes for my family, the same insecurities about my path, and the same desires for the future. I know all of you have gained wisdom from your own experiences. My perspectives may be slightly sharper because of my age and years in business. I can't believe that I graduated 33 years ago and 40 years ago from high school. You can do the math. Yet my hope is that I can share with you a few final nuggets of insight that may make your path a little straighter and your load a little easier. First, some context. I was born in Chicago, second oldest of 6 children. My parents, Rex and Lucille, moved the family to Los Angeles when I was 6. Hollywood was fertile ground for my dad, who was pursuing his dream of being a professional entertainer. As you might imagine, show business is a very difficult, demanding, and unreliable business, which may have had something to do with my career choice of the accounting profession. After high school, I joined the Navy as a hospital corpsman with 3 goals in mind: to test the waters in the medical field because my father wanted me to be a doctor, to help pay for my college education through the GI Bill, and frankly, to grow up. Another benefit of being in the service for me was it reinforced the importance of getting a college education. I'm the proud father of 2 sons who are 21 and 19. My wife Sharon is a Michigander, and that partially explains how I landed in Michigan and how we settled down in Frankenmuth. Maybe there are some Frankenmuth residents in the audience? Come on, fess up. Frankenmuth isn't just about chicken, Christmas, and beer. We also have a very large insurance company that employs 32 Northwood graduates and many who are currently enrolled in the adult degree program. Dr. Pretty shared my professional background, so I will only add that my experiences and my career have provided me with great blessings. Some of these are tangible: financial stability, material possessions, and the ability to travel. Yet what matters most to me today are the intangibles. The things no one can buy. For me, these are people, passion, and purpose. In recent years, I realized my perspectives were misguided, and as a result, these priorities were out of sync in my life. When I entered the business world, it was a given that you had to make great personal sacrifices to rise into management, and so I did. Do I have regrets? You bet. Which is the reason I strive more than ever before to balance people, passion, and purpose. And when I do, I find everything has more meaning. Let's start with people. It's fairly intuitive. Rich relationships are everywhere, and they're everything. Think about the most important people in your lives. Reflecting on the significant people surrounding me, the word synergy comes to mind. There are many people in my life who helped me to be a better person. For example, my parents and siblings gave me a strong foundation and taught me resilience and determination. My wife Sharon helps me to be a better person, husband, father, and Christian. My kids remind me to be adventurous, and I had an executive coach that taught me how to be a better leader. My colleagues are important. At Frankenmuth Insurance, our product is a promise to be there when a policyholder needs help recovering from a catastrophic event. We place great emphasis on our people because it's so critically important. The value of my team, from the janitors to the executives, is immeasurable. Everybody matters. Colleagues, friends, mentors, business partners, family. From these people and many, many others, I have learned the life-giving importance of relationship. the immense value of listening, the significance of being held accountable, and the confidence that comes with unconditional support, the peace that comes from friendship, and the joy that comes from love. My advice to you, keep an open mind and surround yourself with good people. Excuse me for one moment. It's hot up here. The pressure is just too much to bear, isn't it? Okay. My second intangible is passion. Author and speaker John Maxwell has great wisdom about passion. He says, "People may hear your words, but they feel your attitude. What they're really feeling is your passion. Your energy for what excites you. Passion is the fuel that gets you out of bed in the morning. Most successful people are passionate about something, actually many things. They say if you find that thing you are most passionate about, it never feels like work." Think about Edison, Ford, Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, Mark Zuckerberg. These passionate people changed the world for the better. Zuckerberg says he developed Facebook for one reason: to make the world a better place by connecting people. What a great goal. He is quoted as saying, "Find that thing you are super passionate about. On hard days, I really just step back, and that's the thing that keeps me going." Let your passion keep you going on those tough days. Passion is a mindset and an attitude. Without it, life is flat. We can choose to be dull about our careers or families, or we can see them as an adventure to do wonderful things in the world. Passion is not something you can fake, but it is something that can get out of control. As I mentioned earlier, for a long time, my passion for my career got the best of me. This bean counter lost his balance. Now, at the tail end of my career and looking back, I realize I worked much harder and sacrificed much more than was necessary to get to where I am today. That is why balance is so important to me today. Being a manager or leader or entrepreneur is not easy, nor can it be done by working only 40 hours a week. My advice for you, and this is my biggest takeaway, is not that you don't have to work hard and make personal sacrifices, but rather you have to set healthy parameters around the amount of sacrifice you are willing to endure to achieve your career dreams. Maybe you limit the number of hours you work each day and week. Maybe you decide not to work weekends. Set a few practical parameters and see if it helps. Each of us can be passionate about many things. Sometimes one or another of them gains control. I encourage you to be conscious of the balance, adjust when it's off, and then adjust again and again over time. This will enable you to explore your passions with joy. My third and last intangible is purpose. Author Mark Twain once said, "The two most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why." This quote intrigues me. I believe we all have many purposes throughout our lives. I will call these micro-purposes because I have come to learn that purpose is not about achieving one single thing or a specific task. Rather, it's about how those micro-purposes work themselves into the main thread of your purpose, the thing that weaves in and out of your days, revealing itself in any number of ways. I believe this thread is the same for all of us, and that is to leave the world better than we found it. We accomplish this by embracing the mentality of continuous improvement, both professionally and personally. From a personal standpoint, it's about self-reflection and correction. In business, it means challenging the status quo of everything. It means questioning all aspects of your business and being innovative in improving processes, products, services, and even culture, while enhancing the people experience for colleagues and customers. It's being intentional about being better. When we challenge ourselves to that kind of higher standard, we truly make a difference in the world. Your micro-purposes will change over time and can be fluid because events will intervene in unexpected ways. You will always have challenges to overcome in your personal life and professional careers. But knowing how you define success and then living out that definition will help lead you where you want to go. I encourage you to act as an owner, think critically, and embrace the continuous improvement mentality to make the world a better place. In closing, I invite you to imagine yourself at 75 years old. What are you doing? Where are you? Who surrounds you? And what makes you proud? Now back up and think about how you will get there. What will you do today to set a course for that vision? Northwood University has given you valuable tools. Of course, your education is one. Leonardo da Vinci once said, "Knowing is not enough, we must apply. Being willing is not enough, we must do." It's a fitting statement for this graduating class because already you are applying and doing. Your task now is to hold on to the same desire that led you to Northwood. Remember, knowledge means nothing unless it is transformative. Let it transform you. Be a relentless learner with curiosity to match. I understand the network of Northwood alumni is 50,000 people and growing. Take advantage of those people. You share a common bond. They want to help you succeed. I'd like to thank President Priddy for inviting me here today. Frankenmuth Insurance is excited about the new partnership he mentioned, and we look forward to seeing the fruits of that collaboration. To Dan DeVos, Chairman of the Northwood Board of Trustees, thank you for your longtime devotion to this institution and for your exceptional example as a leader in enterprise. To those of you who sacrificed alongside these soon-to-be Northwood alumni, the spouses, children, maybe grandchildren, parents, and family members of these graduates, I offer you special congratulations. This is your accomplishment as well. Let's give them a hand, big hand for them. And last, to the graduating class of 2016, I leave you with this quote from American author Wilford Peterson. "Walk with the dreamers, the believers, the courageous, the cheerful, the planners, the doers, the successful people with their heads in the clouds and their feet on the ground. Let their spirit ignite a fire within you to leave this world better than when you found it." Your Northwood education has prepared you well for your future. You have the building blocks to advance your career. As you stack those blocks upon the richness of people, passion, and purpose, each day you will become more of the person you desire to be. Congratulations. Enjoy this moment, and my warm regards go with you.
Well, thank you, Mr. Benson, for your inspiration. I'm now calling upon Dr. Kristen Stahauer, Northwood University's Executive Vice President, Chief Operating and Chief Academic Officer, to please present our candidate for the honorary doctorate. Dr. Stahauer.
Dr. Priddy, I have the honor to present Mr. John Benson for the degree Doctor of Laws, honoris causa.
While Dr. Stahauer is hooding our honorary degree recipient, let me read you the citation we have for him. Northwood University is pleased to vest its highest honor on the occasion of its graduation ceremony on May 7th, 2016, to John S. Benson. Because growing up in Los Angeles, you learned the importance of good work ethic from your parents who instilled in you their values and beliefs. And because after serving in the United States Navy, you attended the University of California at Los Angeles, where you received your Bachelor's of Arts degree in Economics and Business. And you are a certified public accountant in both the states of California and Michigan. And because you began your accounting career with Pete Marwick, Main and Company in Los Angeles, followed by work at AmWest Insurance Group, Incorporated in Los Angeles, and at KPMG Pete Marwick, LLP in Lansing, Michigan. And because in August of 1996, you joined the Frankenmuth Mutual Insurance Company here in Frankenmuth, Michigan, as Treasurer and Chief Financial Officer, followed by the roles of Executive Vice President and member of the Board of Directors, and finally to your present role as Chairman and Chief Executive Officer. And because your firm's competence has resulted in the receipt of several awards, including the 2013 Company Award for Excellence presented by the National Association of Insurance Agents. And because you and your wife Sharon cherish your family and serve as role models and civic stewards for the youth of our great state of Michigan and of our country. Therefore, on behalf of the Board of Trustees of Northwood University, you are vested with the degree Doctor of Laws, honoris causa. Congratulations, Dr. Benson.